How much is too much exercise for our pets? How often do you think about that? Dr. Alexander Robb from the Goodheart Animal Health Center is here to help us out. Thanks so much. You've got Porter, who I just want to make it clear is not up for adoption. Okay, he's very cute. I get that, but this is your dog of 9 years. Tell us a little bit. I mean, we've got this cool down, right? Are there still things that we need to be keeping in mind before we're heading out to exercise? Yeah, absolutely. I think, we want to make sure that we're having fun with our pets, taking advantage of all of the wonderful things that our state has to offer with activities, but we also make sure that they're not overheating or overdoing it. Especially with younger dogs, puppies in particular, they're still growing. Their skeletons aren't mature, and their growth plates are still open, and so there's the potential for trauma there if we overdo it. Certainly gentle hikes and things like that are great, but we want to be careful that we're not bouldering or scrambling with them. Maybe the 14ers can wait until they're fully grown. Yeah, so. that makes sense. They're just like us. You got to kind of build your way up to it a little bit. When it does get really hot out, what is your checklist before you think, okay, it's okay to head out with them? Yeah, so kind of the same thought process we'd use for ourselves. Trying to avoid the extreme temperatures, so the hottest parts of the day. I think, there's not necessarily a specific temperature where it's too hot or too cold or anything along those lines, but, make sure that we're picking and choosing our opportune times to exercise and have that activity. We want to be careful with things like pavement and how hot the pavement is. A good rule of thumb there is if you can press your hand on the pavement and it doesn't hurt you, then it's okay for your pets, but if you can't keep your hand there without it hurting, then it's probably too hot for our pets' feet as well. And then just making sure that you have the things with you to accommodate for all of the stresses that they may feel when they're exercising, so water, protective booties if they'll wear them. There's a couple of awesome products out there that are cooling vests that can be really great to have as well. And then I always recommend bringing an extra bottle of water for your pets, as well as these collapsible water bowls are really great just to have, so you can always have it on demand for them. That's great. What are the signs of over-exercising your dog? Yeah, so the biggest things we like to watch for is just their demeanor. They may be panting pretty significantly. That's a good indication that they're tired. Dogs sort of, instead of having sweat glands like we do, they get heat off of their body by panting, and so if they're doing that a lot, it's a sign that they're maybe overheating a little bit. They also may lay down or refuse to continue exercising, although some dogs like Porter here I think will run and run and run until they can't anymore, so they don't always let us know. But I do think keying on their energy levels, their willingness to engage and do that, and then how they're breathing, those are the things I'd watch for. If you've gone on a walk and they start to give those symptoms, what do you do, especially if you're not near your house? Yeah, so I think, cooling them off is one thing that always is really helpful. So if you do have some cold water with you, things like that, getting that on their body physically can help. The areas where that's most effective is actually the armpits and the groin. Sure. There's more blood flow that goes through there, and you can help cool them off faster that way. Yeah. And then, of course, seeking out veterinary care if it's more significant that way. But getting them nice and cool and in shade, things like that will help. Yeah, listen to their signs. That makes total sense. Well, thank you so much, especially with the summer, right? We're all itching to get out and go on that hike, and you've just got to be smart about it. Absolutely. So we got to keep you guys safe. I love that. Well, thank you so much for coming by. We so appreciate it. I know, you just want to make friends. I get it. I get it.